Hello. So in my last video, we spoke about why are you not able to lose weight, and I said we're going to talk about calorie in the next video, about calorie intake. What is a calorie? How do you create a calorie deficit when it comes to weight loss, and how do you make it sustainable? So let's begin. First and foremost, what is a calorie? There's a lot of confusion. People think, what is a calorie? Where does it come from? Calorie in the most basic form is energy. Now, energy from food is basically calorie. People question me saying, what foods do not have calorie? Please understand, anything that qualifies as a food on this planet does have calorie. It could be a bowl of chicken, it could be a piece of cake, it could be a pack of chips, it could be a bowl of vegetables, it could be a black coffee. Anything and everything comes with calories except water. So you need to be mindful of that. So anything and everything that is going into your system on the name of food does have calories. So that's all calorie. Now, how do you lose weight? How do you create a calorie deficit? You would have heard a lot of times saying, okay, consume less, burn more, you'll be able to lose weight. Eat less, move more, you'll be able to lose weight. Yes, at the very basic level, at a very crude concept, if I can use the word, it is right. But there is much more to it than just doing this, right? Because the moment we say consume less and burn more, we tend to kind of manipulate the whole thing. When I talk about consume less, somebody could get into a fat diet because of that, because a pack of chips in a day also fits into your requirement, or a pack of cookies, or a piece of cake, or a samosa. Now, not that I am totally against this kind of snacking or pleasure eating, but it can just get you into that trap of eating these kind of foods every day, because you feel consume less, and thereby more than consuming less, consume right becomes the important aspect of losing weight and to be able to sustain weight. Now, how then do we create a sustainable calorie deficit? So I'm going to talk about few points to be able to create a sustainable calorie deficit. So number one is quality of your diet. Very important. Just the way I said, you could even look at a calorie in terms of a pack of chips or a piece of cake, or let's say a healthy meal, which could be your dal, rice, sabzi, or a bowl of chicken with some quinoa. So quality of your diet, which means you need to make sure that the food that you're eating is minimally processed, is whole food, does not have too many ingredients. So anytime when you buy a ready to eat kind of a food, go through the ingredients list. It's like a mouthful, right? So minimum that you would see would be about 8 to 9. And please look out, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to be healthy, look out for packets that have ingredient list of 1 or 2 at the max. And the best thing would be to cook at home and have that food. So whole food. Number 2 is palatability. The food that you eat should be palatable, should be good in taste, because we're not talking about a day or a week, we're talking about a lifestyle. Like I say, it's not a fad, it's a diet, it's a way of living, right? So you need to look at palatability. Now, when I say palatability, I'm definitely not referring to adding those, Ajinomoto, like, which is, monosodium glutamate, or any kind of, taste enhancer. What I'm talking about is using the herbs and spices to enhance the taste, using the diversity in your diet to be able to increase the palatability of your diet. And number 3 is to increase protein and fiber. Very important. When we talk about protein and fiber, people do underestimate the power of protein and fiber. When you eat protein, your weight loss journey will become that much more smooth, because you will not feel full. It has a higher thermogenic effect, and thereby you will end up burning more calories. And fiber has a similar function of keeping you full. So that's in terms of sustainability. So if you have a diet which is whole food, which is good in taste, which has good amount of protein and fiber, you'll be able to follow it. The next aspect is being very, very conscious about calorie restrictions. When we talk about calorie restriction, yes, there are multiple tools available on the net, but it gets you into a trap, and thereby you lose a track of healthy eating, and you're only caught up with calculating, okay, a pack of chips is 200 calories, and thereby I can afford because I still have calories left, or a samosa or a piece of cake. Instead of that, look at the kind of food that you're eating and see if on that particular portion, let's say you eat 2 chapatis, a cup of rice and dal and sabzi, with that kind of a meal or whatever your daily meal is, that your weight is stagnant at that kind of meal, that means that is what is your maintenance calorie. If you need to lose weight, cut down on your portion by, let's say, 20%. Right? So if you're having 2 fulkas, make it 1.5 or 1/3/4 and start from there, so that you're not getting caught up with numbers. Do that, you'll be able to lose weight, sustain that weight, feel healthy, have good energy levels, and make sure that you work out, which is very, very important. So going back to the most basic thing is eat less, move more. So I would just flip it again and say eat right and move more. You have any more questions on this subject, put them in the comment section, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family, because everybody needs a sustainable and healthy weight loss. We'll talk again. Bye bye.